everyone. Here at the Commercial UAV 2024 show in Vegas. I'm Eszter Kovács, the co-founder of DroneTalks. And here I have one of my favorite companies in our palette with HHLA Sky. They are a one-shop store for multiple solutions, a German company. So maybe who doesn't know HHLA, Neeraj is the CRO. So maybe Neeraj, first, who doesn't know you, who you are, what's your background, what HHLA Sky does, just in a nutshell, and what a CRO does at HHLA Sky.
All right, that's a lot of questions in one set. Let me say, HHLA Sky is a part of the HHLA Group, which is the largest port operator in Hamburg. And they actually are primarily focused on port logistics. But one part of the company, which is a HHLA Sky, is taken to the sky, which is looking at the drone solutions. And that is why the name HHLA Sky came up. We are a provider of the drone solutions, which includes the hardware. We have multicopters to VTOLs. By the way, a couple of our drones are already in Sale 3 operations already. So we actually have quite advanced with our drones. And then we also have the software solutions. We have the drone orchestration platform where you can manage a fleet of drones or large fleets of drones, which are primarily today HHLA Sky, but we are open to integration with other drones as well. So you have one software solution. We have also built an extension of it to build a UTM platform. So customers who want to either integrate with other UTM platforms or use our UTM, we also provide that solution. So this brings a ecosystem of the solution that we can pick and choose for our customers. And as when you asked about my role, title is one thing, but my prime role is to be the custodian of the customer in the company, help find the solutions for them, find the right fit for them, and work on business case for them as well as for us so that we can make a viable solution and a viable business for them as well.
So it's like a win-win situation. They save time, costs, have a better quality, and you also deploy your solution to the client. So what are those upcoming use cases? You came from a port operation, so obviously port is one because a startup born from a port need, if I understand well. But what else?
So when you talk about port already is a critical infrastructure for any country. So we already come into that category of critical infrastructure. Just as an example, when we started off to cater to our parent company needs, you have the tower bridge inspection bridges that are there. They may have a molding or welding, etc., which is subject to rust or sometimes create a lot of downtime for those. So we have a drone solution software where we do the inspection. We have an AI software which inspects all those images and creates a predictive prediction, basically, which might be breaking down, etc., so that timely repair could be done. So we have taken that solution. Now we can apply this to any bridges. Doesn't need to be port bridges. Like there are around 42,000 bridges just in the United States that require urgent inspection because they might be subject to some damage or wear and tear or safety risk to the human beings. We have the solutions that we can immediately deploy in the United States for that. That's one part of the critical infrastructure. It could be the dams, it could be the nuclear plants, it could be highways, it could be the railways. We could really use our drone technology and put into different application because our payloads are from anywhere from 1 kgs to 10 kgs. Our drones have a range from 10 kilometers to 100 kilometers. So, and we also are able to sustain different weather conditions, especially coming from the port of Hamburg, where the conditions are normally not very normal, being windy and moist, etc. Our drones are capable of sustaining a lot of weather, let's say, hard weather conditions for us.
Yeah. Fantastic. So you mentioned there is 42,000 bridges only in the US needed to be inspected currently. That's a quite impressive number. So there is like a need for those technologies. And what I'm trying to figure out, do you think you are in the drone industry a few years, you worked for another company before. Do you think A, those needs are urgent today? B, did we already break into these industrial applications, or we still not there as an industry? We still need to educate them. We still need to convince them. You work a lot with clients to find a win-win. Is it still like we're still explaining them what is drones? So what are drones capable of? Or people now already know with the users. I'm already talking about the users, and they accept it and they're ready to deploy it. Where are we on that scale now?
I would say in last couple of months, we have seen quite a positive transition. If you were to say 2023, we saw a lot of curiosity where awareness was being built now. So which was and a year before that was education. Last year was a build of awareness of what could drone do, what is happening, a lot of questions there, but not really coming to a point where they would do anything solid about it. I think 2024, what we have seen is engagement. Now they're starting to talk to us. Hey, how can the drones work for us? What do I need to do? What can you provide? So there is a lot more serious engagement that is happen with many clients this year. And we see a lot of traction, especially in urgent needs, which is like either it's a medical delivery or a critical infrastructure inspection, or the security firms, which are doing surveillance or some sort of that. These guys are a lot more proactive and eager to now use drone as a part of their overall solutions. I do expect towards the end of this year, some customers to already sign up for good commercial deployments, which is a big change from last year. And I see 2025 is a large scale up that will happen.
So you already estimate 2025, the large scale up? Or
large, when I say at least a fleet, today it will be, let's say, a couple of drones, like 2 drones, 3 drones deployed. But you're moving from a POC to a commercial deployment this year. Next year will be the scale up. It's very early to estimate whether there will be large fleet of drones or what size of drones. But I see the scale up from a POC and just a small test pilots to a deployment happening by 25. So I would say 25, 26 is when we would see the scale up happen in the industry.
So in 10 years, what's your forecast?
I think the skies will be full with all the drones. I hope so. But at the same time, I think it's a paradigm shift for the industry, as well as paradigm shift for the normal customer or the end user, because they are not used to it. It's like when Google search or the YouTube wasn't there, people didn't know how to use videos, etc. Now you take it for granted that same way drones will become such a integral part of the ecosystem that you won't even realize whether you're using a drone or any other vehicle or any other thing. So I would say that's the part I would say in 10 years is just there and nobody realizes it's a new technology. To me, that's when it is adopted in everyday life.
Love your optimism. It's the first time in Vegas. Here at the commercial UAV
Yes,
show.
that's correct.
How do you like the show so far?
It's quite impressive, actually. We as HHLA Sky today have been primarily focused a lot more within Europe and a bit of Asia. Now we are eager to expand our business into the US market. Especially we have now the UTM solution, we have the ICC, we have the drone. And as I look around over here, there are very smart, innovative companies out here. But we also realize we have quite a competitive product, and in some ways, so it's a bit ahead from our other competitors. So we have a very healthy customer base that has already been educated by the people here. So we are looking for now strategic partners, customers, resellers, as we can approach them. We want to now expand into the US market.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Neeraj, for the great chat.
Thank you so much. Really a pleasure talking.
Thank you. We will put HHLA Sky webpage here in the description, also Neeraj LinkedIn page. Please follow us for more interesting content related to the advanced air mobility industry.